to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
The give to the back. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. He wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Right back to the well. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K.
Touchdown, Buckeyes!
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in the rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. All tied up, just enough set to kick it away. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. see a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Smashes through.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on the place, but they just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open, he makes the catch. He's loose. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Boise State.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. They'll give it to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was payday.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Boise State ready to send out that offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Using his legs, it's Genty. Running with power. At the 45 on his way. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Broncos. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. And off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found daylight, it was candy bar the door, baby. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy. Or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. When this dude can make plays, that's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it just in time. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing. They're going to get him for grounding. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick He'll let it go down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Fires deep on the run. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They've got him wobbling after that big play. Now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. And he'll be shoved out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the wing, and you're opening up for the passing.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Keep it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks.
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he doinked it off the right upright. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ibuka. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. He's going to pass. Using the quick game. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver. And you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it. He'll get a foot down and help out his offense.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Setting up the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And these offenses are clicking already.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second. And the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And he tacked on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
They come to the line, 2nd and 7. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll keep it on the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to power their way ahead. Oh, he just flat ran over it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Defense playing a bail technique. The heat as he lets it go. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up in a great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in a great scoring position.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To throw, it's Howard. Get it out on the screen. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And I just love keep putting up numbers.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Comes out throwing on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. That's why they called in the hand. There's a live football.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. And the big fellas are on the field as they try to power it in for 2. He'll set up to throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the third quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on your heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Gonna run it. It's Judkins. Using the spin move. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Ready?
Here comes the offense on first down.
Cricket.
Back to pass, it's Howard. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Run in the red zone. It's Judkins. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal.
Here we go.
Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. A nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. But nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Slams it ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How confident are you pounding the football now? You get in this situation, third down, you were very unsuccessful. It's fourth down, it's short. What's the play I know I can go to get this fourth down and get this touchdown?
Philly. 2-9 Philly. Hot, hot.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Goal line defense on fourth down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go, no push. Big stop by the defense.
Man, that D-tackle's a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of the stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5. Getting late. Pressure building. Huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Going for the big play. He's got it over right. Afterburners coming. Inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. On first down from the 13-yard line. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Wants to fire on second down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
These scenarios are talking about in practice. You want the quarterback to get rid of the ball so you're not wasting time. You're down. You really got to get up to the line of scrimmage fast now. Throw the football
situation on 3rd and long because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead. You expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. All tied up now in the final stages of this one.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You've got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Howard. Looking for space to the left. It'll be incomplete. Tries to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, we always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
All tied up, under a minute to play. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They're getting everybody to the line of scrimmage. Got to line up, spike it, stop the clock, and try to get the game-winning field goal up. Delivers the contact. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Here we go.
Marches ahead. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they take the lead in the final seconds.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through. And Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And, David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Byard's on the move. Finds a man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Ball's incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Few places are richer in tradition, more steep in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Ball skips out of bounds, penalty flag flies, and the onside kick is unsuccessful. First down here for the offense. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
I'll tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone and give up a few plays, but load your net, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Offense getting set for first down.
Cricket.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. He's right on target. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
That's a really nice run right there. One of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Right back to the well. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making your play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The play action fake. Lets it fly. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, they were trying to work the back of the end zone on that one, but the throw just got away from the QB a little too high, and it falls incomplete.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Finds his big tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. And the D deny them on second and goal. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Edges, pushes, and he's open for a touchdown.
Man, those are so hard to stop defensively. We're just trying to dive in there on the D line and create a pile and step on first down second down, they go to Old Faithful, run the quarterback sneak to perfection.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Tom, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You've got to go out. You've got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this route.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and will change into the field now. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
When I have all that speed on the field, I got to find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy can win on that play.
Looking to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. He was wild, high and wide on that one. For room, it's Maffa. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing with him. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
A third and long coming up here. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. They'll finally get him first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job on this defense staying with it.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. The DBs will back off a bit. DBs lock up tight on the receiver. On second down, looking again to throw. Fires on the move. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he... Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to bring it out. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field of play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, give on the inside. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Getting some heat. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He hurls one deep down the left side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Trying to take it back. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now sliding to his left. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. You throw it away and look to play another down.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw. It's Allard. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
The Nittany Lions have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And there is no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll bring it back looking for help. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. What a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Singleton. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It's first down from the 11. To the air. It's Allard. Release to the back. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. to surge it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. They make the stop, and that'll bring them. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little extra time. Blasted as he lets it go. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in this years, just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Back to pass, it's Milroe. Still looking, on the move. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
The quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Quarterback moving. Now he'll fire back into the middle.